Welcome to the Week 4 Money Talks presented by the Sharp app. I'm Jason Mezrahi, and I'm paired with the one and only David Meltzer. And David, I'm kind of jealous, man. I'm in my home studio, and you're chilling, looking all dapper in Las Vegas in your own studios. That's a goal of mine. I'm gonna put that on the bucket list. Get a podcast studio live at the Win in Las Vegas, man. So kudos to you, man. I like the chips in the background. Hopefully, you got some purple chips in your pocket from the roulette table or the blackjack table. But welcome to the show. Welcome to Week 4, my friend.
Thank you so much. I love your knowledge of gambling. I always it brings me back to my old days. And we're here at the Blue Wire Studios at the Wynn Hotel. I am maybe one of the most blessed people ever, especially in the podcast world, because this studio, I've been all over, is the best studio I've ever seen.
Yeah, it looked amazing. I've seen some pictures on LinkedIn and stuff like that, but it definitely looks amazing. The fact that you can kind of leave what we're calling work and go to the table, have one of the best dinners, have some drinks, go to the beach club afterwards. The Win really know if you've never been to Vegas and you have a chance to stay somewhere, don't cheap out and definitely stay somewhere like the Win because they do things right out in Vegas. But we got Week 4. We got a lot of big games. The Sharp app is really cranking out winners. We do free bets every single day. We're going to put your playbook up there this week, so we'll have some new footage of David, interviewing NFL athletes and all that kind of good stuff. But let's get into Week 4. We're going to start down in Miami. Miami's banged up. Our guys at the Sharp app, me included, we like the Colts, +2. Jonathan Taylor holding it down. Give me some points. Give me the Colts. I'm not, the biggest fan of Carson Wentz here, but you think the Colts can hold down the Dolphins long enough to win this game outright?
This is one of the tougher ones, and it's because you don't know which team you're going to get, which week we're going to get them. But I would rather in that situation take the points and take the Colts than give points when you don't know which team's going to give up. So I'm leaning that way as well. I'm just Carson Wentz.
Shaky.
Because he's not all there, right? And historically, seeing so many quarterbacks that we've represented, that we've marketed, that we've worked with, that the biggest. I think the biggest problem we have in gambling is when a quarterback isn't 100%, but we don't know how really healthy he is because a 90% quarterback is not going to do it. And it depends on the injury, of course, but I see more bets blown because we don't know truly what the quarterback's health is. And this may be that situation. If Carson Wentz is healthy, I think you got a really good bet with the Colts +2.
So we're going to move to the next game, a place that you spend some time down in New Orleans. I know your partner, Warren Moon, is a fan of Jameis Winston, and I know you got ties to Sean Payton and everybody down there in New Orleans, but 7 points for me is too much to back Jameis Winston. So we're taking the Giants +7 against, I feel like at this point, from what I've seen out of these Saints, they have no wide receivers. They have a pretty good defense, and they're not unraveling the entire playbook to Jameis. He's barely throwing the ball. They know how they can win with defense and Kamara. So I'll take the 7 points, put a little faith in Daniel Jones, and hopefully Mr. Dimes is dropping some dimes and not tripping on the field and holds these 7 points. But what do you think? Oh, sorry, they're the Saints. Do you think they can win this game outright? Because I'm hearing some rumors that the guys at Sharp, if you want to lay some extra points, maybe just go out there and play this game outright because they're calling for a clear underdog takeover, win the game outright as well. So what's your thoughts on the Giants here and Daniel Jones?
Wow. They're talking money line in the Giants. There's a homer at the Sharp app with the New York Giants and Jets. That's going to tell me the Jets are taking them.
No, Jets aren't going to score more than 0 points again, probably. That's what they're going to do.
That's a good bet. Look, I'm biased, man. I have just learned throughout the years, number one, do not bet against Sean Payton and his Saints. He has so many different tricks up his sleeve. There's a reason they're +7. And I think that reason will be shown when the Saints blow out the Giants.
Whoa. We're making a friendly bet here right now because if you're going against our guys at the Sharp, you're going against New York, man. I will take a bet. We'll make a friendly wager.
Okay. Well, I just want to tell everyone, definitely load up on the Sharp app, though, because when I bet, I'm guaranteed to be wrong against Jason. So now I know I've just screwed up. But yeah, what's the bet?
I don't know. We'll take whatever your handkerchief is worth in your top left corner. I don't trust what's
No, no.
in your
How about
pockets
this?
right now in
Whoever,
Vegas.
whoever, whoever loses has to pay for dinner at the win when you finally come out and do the show at the studio.
I'm down for that, man. I'm definitely coming out there, and I'm definitely. I texted you last night, man. I'm definitely. I've
Super
never been
Bowl.
to the Super Bowl. Never, ever, ever have I been there. It's in LA. I got some ties to LA. You got your other studio. Like I don't know if it's a
And
downgrade or
I got
upgrade.
tickets. What did you say? You said what does it take to get to the Super Bowl? What did they
Yeah,
answer?
what is the cost? Like my wife's like, how much is this going to cost us? What is the cost of a Super Bowl ticket? Just so I know.
I look, it ranges by year by year. Let me just tell you, the Jets. I'm sorry, the Jets. When we were in New York, at the last minute, Joe Namath offered me a suite ticket for $1,000, and I had two of my employees going. So I've paid as little as $1,000, and during the Seahawks Super Bowl in Arizona, they were outrageous. They're going for 20 to 25,000. There somehow was a brokerage mess up, and it was outrageous.
Do you think
Normally,
there's gonna be? Do you think there's gonna be an LA bump? You know, being in LA, is there a
the
bump
stadium's
there,
really
or
big.
LA would rather be chilling by the beach and not even watch the
Yeah,
football?
look, it's the COVID splash, but there's 80 some thousand seats in there. It's not a 60,000 seats. So the extra 20,000 seats that may or may not be at other stadiums make a big difference. So look, we'll make it happen for you,
All
Jason.
right, all
I'm
right,
going to
all
make
right,
sure that
all
if
right.
whatever cheap ticket I get, or if you're in my suite with me, we're going to make it happen. I'll
I'll
make sure
serve
that,
drinks in your suite. I'll be the
look, just
bartender
keep
in the
betting me
suite.
every week and I'll owe you 10 grand and it won't matter.
All right, all right, all right. So let's move to a team that I think you'll back this one. I think you won't have a side bet with me on this one. Seattle, man. I don't know how they're losing games. I don't know how the Chiefs are losing games, but they're
Oh,
finding
I know
ways
because
to
they played
lose.
the Chargers, baby. That's why the Chiefs lost.
There you go. But Seattle's going to San Fran. San Fran is kind of banged up at running back. That was traditionally how they won games, running the ball and stuff like that. But you got Jimmy Garoppolo, you got Debo Samuel, and Russ needs to win this game. Like they really can't lose this game for playoff chances and seeding. It's gonna be tough getting in out there. Like there's a lot of good teams out there. The Seahawks +3. We're on Seattle. Are you with us on Seattle?
100%. You are right. Do not count out Russ when the man is on it and he's going to be when he needs to be. You guys know that extra level of game, the extra spirit of excellence that he has. That one is not a doubt in my mind. I'm with you guys. Seahawks all the way.
All right, and then the biggest one of them all, man. Like I told the guys this line. I don't even know what Vegas was thinking, and I could be wrong, man. I'm not always right, but this line opened at 4.5, which was like completely shocking to me. Like, how the hell are you gonna give Brady only 4.5 points going into New England with Mac Jones and like this offense of leftover receivers, no run game, no defense? Belichick's on the island by himself. It went from 4.5. Now I've seen it as high as 7. I see that 6.5 now. I feel completely confident. I'll put it out there to 10. I think they win by double digits. The only thing that worries me a little bit is there is going to be some emotions here. The emotional side of Brady and Gronk going home to New England. Is that but it's still Brady though, and it's Gronk. They've been in Super Bowls. They've been everywhere in the world. The highest of pressures. Is there really going to be much pressure Week 4 in New England? I don't think so. So I think it's a smash play. I already got it locked in. It's my biggest play on the board. I don't see New England scoring enough points to put up with the Bucks here. So 6.5, 7, 7.5, whatever it goes up to. Whenever you start watching this, the Bucks -6.5. What's your thoughts? And what's your thoughts about Brady going back home? What do you see happening here?
Look, Brady's going to play Brady, right? He is not going to have that man is 44 years old and has played in every big game. This is not anything that he's not used to, right? It's
Yeah.
not his first Super Bowl. That's the one that gets everybody, including Cam Newton, unfortunately, which will probably cost him his only chance as his career ended. But think about this. This is what the only thing that makes me nervous. I'm with you. I
Okay.
think the Bucks by 10 is fair. But what makes me nervous, knowing football and knowing Bill Belichick, nobody knows Gronk or Tom Brady better than Bill Belichick, which means he knows certain tendencies and certain weaknesses that no other person on earth knows, including Tom Brady and Gronk. He knows them. And
Okay.
I'm telling you, it makes me nervous because if that turns into 2 turnovers, 2 pick sixes, that 10 points goes away really quickly. So does the 6 or 6.5.
Yeah.
So my only reservation for anyone that thinks that Belichick has a secret, Achilles tendon to Gronk and Tom Brady, which he may. That's all I'm saying. I'm still with you because I'm not sure he does. But if anyone in the world would have that knowledge that could cost them the game, it would be Belichick.
Yeah, Belichick is the evil genius. If there's a way to play outside the lines and not be caught, we know he's been doing that. So he knows enough about Brady and Gronk, and that's a solid point. Like if anybody can hold him down, it would be Belichick. I just think there's so many missing pieces. That offense, the reason why Cam struggled in that offense, because there is no offense. Like there's nothing there. It'd be tough and that's why I really think quarterbacks more than any other position in any other system or anywhere, any other sport. Like in baseball, you're a great pitcher. You can hold down the other team on your own. Basketball, if you play good enough, you'll still look good. But in football, you can be great and still look terrible because the surrounding pieces can't protect you. And I just gotta point something out because I know Miles is your guy. Tell him to look at the 12-year-old on TikTok that analyzed the Jets. If you haven't seen it, it was the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. He analyzed the Jets missing blocks, throwing interceptions all in one play. It was like magnificent what this 12-year-old kid did. He should be on Fox. He should be in the studio with you because he really killed it. But yeah, I think X and O's wise, potentially Belichick can do some things to slow him down, but it's going to be tough, barring any kind of injury, which you can't predict injuries to Brady. That would be just terrible to see. But barring any kind of injury, I think the 6.5 points is easily covered here. And David, I hope you have a good night tonight. Just remember, if you're feeling good, 23 red on the roulette table has always done well to me. So sprinkle a couple dollars there. And David, what do you got going on this weekend besides partying up at the Wynn Casino right now?
Yeah, I got SW for dinner and a quick craps game, but then most importantly, I got the big Pop Warner football game for Miles, and also I got to look at that TikTok to see if Miles can do a little breakdown on the Los Angeles Chargers. So we got a big football weekend. It's Raiders Chargers on Monday. I might come back here to check out that game or watch it with Miles.
Who do you got? Who do you got in that game? I got to ask you now. You
Chargers.
brought it. You brought it
Chargers.
up.
Like I
Chargers
watched them
easy.
play. They beat this time they didn't luck out. They beat the Chiefs. I don't know what Staley was doing at the end of the game, but they beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And they're a good team. And as much as it took a 56-yard field goal to beat Dallas as it did a 66-yard field goal at the game I was at in Detroit.
You were at that game?
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
shit.
Yeah. So the same moment I filmed it, I'll send you the text. I filmed the kick because I was watching the Charger game in the suite. So I held up my phone in case I missed the kick. And the Charger game won, and I got to see the kick and film it. So anyway, Chargers all the way. That's my lock for the week. Sorry, Raiders, as I sit here in Las Vegas.
There you go. The Raiders are going down. So put some money on these bets while you're sitting there in Vegas before you go to sunny California. I know Cali, you can't legally wager yet, but in Vegas you can do that for all of mankind. Colts +2, Giants +7, Seattle +3, Bucks -6.5. Make sure you go download the Sharp app. Also check us out at sharpbets.app. Check out David Meltzer on every social media platform at David Meltzer. You can find me at the Sharp app all the time doing a ton of stuff. And David will be on the SiriusXM show hopefully tomorrow night as well. So make sure you check that out at 11 p.m. Eastern. Everybody have a good weekend. Let's have a profitable weekend, and let's make some money on Money Talks on the Sharp app.